What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 20 Diamond Dynasty video. The 4th inning program dropped yesterday featuring not one, not two, but 3 brand new insane bosses. We're going to talk about that and let you guys know who you guys should be picking, who the best one out of the bunch is. I know there's a clear favorite running away, sprinting in the lead like Usain Bolt, but I promise you, it's a lot closer than things seem. Let me know in the comments section which of the 3 bosses you guys plan on taking. And before we hop into this one, as always, make sure to like this video. If you guys do enjoy, definitely helps it out, helps me out. No, what else helps me out? Subscribe to the channel. We're getting close to 40,000. Thank you guys so much. The support has been unreal lately. Really do appreciate the love from y'all. And also, to point out the elephant, or rather blue paint in the room, we're obviously at a different setting. If you guys don't know, live in Minneapolis. Don't really want to be there right now, so we are back home for the time being. So yeah, I'll probably tweet more about that. Twitter.com/GomesDaLegend. Follow me if you're not. Getting into it, 4th inning program. So, of course, there's stuff I would love to talk about that I didn't get to since I didn't publish yesterday. Apologies again. But nonetheless, we have 3 new diamonds and 3 new bosses that we're going to go over. Not going to touch on this one all that much because we have 87 Ted Williams. All I really have to say, inverse splits, he only has 68 power against righties. When I look for a Ted Williams card, I'm not going to get him if he has 68 power against righties. That's redundant. That makes no sense. And considering he can hardly field and he can hardly run, there's not really much use for this card. Chris Archer, you guys know my opinion on Chris Archer. Love him, great guy. Fished up both Glasnow and Meadows out of Pittsburgh, ruining any, well, I guess that's not fair. They got some stack players coming soon. Brian Reynolds, Josh Bell, could be crazy in PNC, actually get some use. Beautiful ballpark, pretty damn ugly team currently. Fix that. Chris Archer, no. It's obviously Ryan Braun. I didn't really have to mention this to you guys. He is really the only one that's going to serve a purpose on a lot of our teams that have been playing all year long. Ryan Braun is probably one of the best bench bats in the game for 5,000 stubs. 125, 114 splits against lefties, and then even against righties, 75, can hold his own. If they do bring in righty, he could still do some damage. Not a whole bunch of vision, no defense whatsoever. Decent speed. This is a good card. Highly recommend. Put him on your bench if you don't have a guy that can just kill lefties. This is the one you're going to need. So Ryan Braun, if you're going to plan on keeping them, if not, 5,000 stubs easy, you can sell them for. Let's get into the big business. Let's get into the bosses. So of course we have 96 Felix Hernandez to lead things off, and oh baby, really happy with this card. I was so excited to hear when he was going to be in the program once they, like put out the clues, knowing that we were going to get Felix. And this card does not disappoint. 113 stamina, 100 hit 9, 91 K9, 84 walk 9. 99 pitch clutch. I don't know if that tickles your pickle. Doesn't really me. I don't really care about that stat. Sinker, 4-seam, sliding curveball, changeup, and a slider. The sinker's going to come in at 95. No outlier quirk, but it could go up to 97. 4-seam could go up to 98. One problem I see with this card, there's only a 10-mile-an-hour differential from the 4-seam to a changeup. Kind of average. Usually would like to see that be more towards 15. But nonetheless, he has 91 overall control, 96 overall break. This card is going to be fantastic, and I already know everybody's going to be running him alongside Kluber. Next up, we have 98 Joe Torre, and this one is a bit of an interesting scenario. So of course he had a card last year. He had a 93 at I think it was the first headliner. Big fan. I used him for quite a while. There were times where he was extremely unclutch and times where he would hit seemingly everything. Some people don't like his swing. I think it's solid. He has great contact, 112 and 116 respectively, 85 power against righties and 80 against lefties. So he hits the threshold against both hands, both pitchers, no matter if they're a righty or a lefty. 106 vision, 82 fielding, 82 arm, 83 block, and 50 speed. Can also play the corner infield at a silver shield. This is a great card. Like, there's absolutely nothing that he's bad at. The only problem that I see is a lot of us, I think, are at gold XP or at diamond XP, some even at prestige XP. A lot of us probably have Buster Posey, and I'll be honest, I would rather have Buster Posey. If you think about it, he has like the same contact as Joe Torre. His power against lefties is much higher. His power against righties is pretty close. I think it's close, like a +5 or a +10 on Joe Torre's end. Posey is better defense. Torre is slightly better speed and can play third base, whereas Posey can't. But I think Posey, he's free. Joe Torre's not, so I think that's really detrimental, but I think it's still a very good card, and I definitely am going to try him out. And then here we have Jacoby Ellsbury. So, of course, I haven't finished out the grinding for the fourth inning program, Christ. So brain dead at this point. Hopefully I should have my video of that for tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. We'll see what happens. But he used to be Showdown, big fan of his swing. Lefty bat, has a great fluid swing through the ball. 109 contact against righties, 91 against lefties, 90 power against right-handers, 67 against left-handers, 96 vision, 91 diamond defense in center, gold on the corners. And here we go. Here's the only blemish to this otherwise great card. 52 arm strength. I'm quite sure there are children, toddlers even, that can throw a ball harder than this card. The sprinkler setting to your hose has more power and more velocity on it than Ellsbury could ever muster out of the left arm, lefty. That's the only downside. 96 speed, 96 stealing. But is it still passable? Absolutely. If you play him in left field where you don't really have to make so many big throws, left to third isn't as far as center to left, or God forbid right to left, and then you still have the throw home, of course. But left fielders, I usually look for range, and he definitely has that. 95 reaction. He is still going to have above 90 if you move him to the corner. The fielding is going to drop down to gold, but he's still going to have 96 speed, and I'll be real, I don't think that's a big deal. Nice rhyme, Gomes, +1 on me. I don't think there's a big differential between the gold defense as a outfielder and a diamond defense shield as an outfielder. From all the animations you get, they seem pretty much the same, maybe on some of the extreme catch indicators, which to me are more like extremely rare catch indicators because they don't pop up that often. So I think this card is going to be more than passable in left field. It's not going to be ideal with the arm, but he's definitely going to make up for it with the range that you're going to have. Some people like playing in big ballparks. Not everybody plays that shit, believe it or not. Despite what ranked seasons might tell you, this is still a fantastic card with a great swing and great attributes. Getting in down to it, what would I rank it, and who is S tier, who is A tier, and who is F tier? Okay, let's cut the crap. Joe Torre's number 3 in my opinion. Not because he's bad, because he's in a weird situation. Being a catcher, I'd rather have Posey. I'd rather have my Kaplan this card because it's free. I don't have to spend stubs on it. It's more economically viable for most people. Unless you really like his swing, like I said, I'm going to try it out. Maybe I'm going to fall in love. It's going to open my 30 urethra, but we'll have to see. It gets down to these two. Now, I'm close to saying 1A and 1B. But that is simply not right. Felix Hernandez is the best out of the bunch, top to bottom. There is truthfully no glaring issues. There's stuff like K9 that maybe could be a bit better, you'd wish. A differential between four-seam and changeup maybe could be a bit better, you'd wish. But there's really nothing that you can really rag on this card, especially if you do eventually prestige him. And then Jacoby Ellsbury, he just has a big glaring mustard stain on his shirt while you're getting a diagnosis of inoperable lung cancer. Hopefully you guys get that reference, otherwise it's awkward. But Jacoby Ellsbury, great card, just not as good and fundamentally sound as Felix Hernandez. So I would recommend, if you guys don't really need a catcher, of course, if you guys have Posey or something, I definitely would be picking Felix Hernandez, because for a lot of people, that's going to really round out your staff for quite a while. Corey Kluber, Hal Newhouser, and Felix Hernandez is going to be the trinity. Have fun in ranked seasons, because it's about to get real interesting when those are the only 3 pitchers you're going to face for the next month or so. It's been fun but it is sadly going to be the case. There's going to be pretty much those 3 pitchers that I think you are going to face at this point, but they are great cards, so I don't blame you for using it. I'm going to do the same damn thing. You best know I'm going only 3 pitches from here on out. So excited to get Felix Hernandez, and then excited to pick up Jacoby and Joe Torre eventually, and see how they can do for the squad. Even though I don't plan on having Joe Torre being better than Buster Posey, I'm still always open to see what happens. You know, some guys just play better. They play above their attributes. If you guys play this game as much as me, you know that just as well as me. There's certain guys that just do different. For example, Tony Gwynn. A lot of people laugh at me for having that Tony Gwynn. I hit above 500 with him. Great card, really recommend. Again, let me know in the comments section, who do you guys plan on picking for the 4th inning program? Again, I do apologize for no videos yesterday, no update, no conquest, hidden packs. Tomorrow, the plan is probably I'm not going to be able to get this done tonight, so we'll have 4th inning tips and packs from this, and then gameplay. We're going to do all 3 in the next 3 days following, so got a lot of catching up to do. It's just a weird situation getting back up here. 3-hour differential, or 3-hour drive, not differential. There's not multiple time zones in Minnesota, for Christ's sakes, but do appreciate all the love that you guys have been sending and whatnot. Things are going well. I am definitely safe, but again, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like down below. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a great day today. Thanks, and